Welcome back to Toledo's most fun, local, and positive 9 a.m. show. Good day.
You see us on TV every day, but there are other faces of all ages you see in commercials on air, online, and in ads of all kind. So where do those folks come from?
Well, usually from a casting agent. And if you think you have what it takes to be in ads of any kind, Sadie Quinn of NexGen Talent can help. Thanks for being here today.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
I think it's fun. That would be so fun to be in a commercial.
Oh my gosh, it is a lot of fun, and you get a nice little paycheck just for being on, screen. So
yeah, nice little paycheck.
Yeah, it's lovely. So Sadie, tell us, how did you get started with this?
I met a bunch of friends in an acting class that all wanted to be screen actors, commercial actors, and I was trying to be an actor myself. And so I was kind of all over the internet looking for jobs that I could get myself hired into. And I was applying my friends, while I was looking, and it kind of just evolved from doing it for fun for my friends to doing it as a job and starting a company.
So if somebody is interested, and I would imagine it's a hard thing to get started. Mm-hmm. So what is that first step then?
The biggest first step is just being prepared, whether you're paying for some sort of classes or you're looking up online how to do like self-taping, resumes, headshots, that kind of thing. The first step is just honestly having drive to learn and how to get into it. Okay.
Yeah. So who are you all looking for right now?
Right now we are mostly looking for, at least in the Toledo area, a wider range of like ethnicities and sizes. We're looking for some older people. We're really just trying to bolster our roster right now. So we want kind of a good mix of people because they might be asking for, a 30 to 40-year-old African-American woman, or they might be looking for a 20 to 30-year-old white man. So it's kind of, you want to have a nice diverse roster.
So there are commercials of all different types of people can audition for, essentially. So with this casting event that's coming up, what should people bring with them? How should they be prepared for that?
For this casting event specifically, one of the things we want is to just see you, your personality, your drive, your interest in this, because like I said, all it really takes is drive. You can learn how to act later, and a lot of commercial work, you don't even really need to act. You just need to be, happy and in the background doing something. So the biggest thing is drive, and for our casting call, I really just want to see you and talk to you.
Yeah, and I think, Sadie, a lot of people, maybe they're a little apprehensive. They want to, but it's like taking that first step. So what would you say they should do in order just to make this first step and come to this casting event? Yeah,
I would say the biggest thing with the first step is just confidence and just getting yourself to go do that thing that you're nervous about. I think anybody could be an actor if they put their mind to it. So just being confident and being driven to actually show up. That's really the first step.
Okay. Yeah, being driven, because I feel like it's probably a field where you hear a lot of no's or you don't hear anything at all. And so you have to have that drive to set yourself apart from other folks who may not be putting in as much of an effort. So when these commercial opportunities come around, are those shot locally here, or do people need to be able to travel?
So there are things that are local. Toledo's really picking up as far as film and production. I mean, last year we had Eeny Meeny Stick Shift going on at the Hollywood Casino, which I was able to help cast some people in. It's really, if you can travel, you're going to get more work because this is still a new market, but we also book people in Columbus and Cincinnati and Kentucky, sometimes Michigan. Sometimes you might even have travel paid out to LA or something like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
so it's hit big, huh?
Yeah, it sounds like there's some really good opportunities. Yes. And for you, just now communicating with all of these different agencies, how is that? Is it pretty difficult getting folks to look at Toledo, or are more people saying, you know what, we're hearing more about the talent in Toledo?
I would say at first it was much more an uphill battle of like, please look at, Toledo's got things. It was about like local agencies, paying their actors more because they weren't used to going through agents before, and they could get away with people just being like, yeah, I'll be on screen for $100, And then as far as bringing stuff to Toledo, Film Toledo, I'm sure you guys are familiar with our film commission. They've done a lot of that, bringing the productions here, helping facilitate, locations and talking to the police force, that kind of thing. So we're starting to really pick up.
Yeah, Tom Hanks was here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. And I think about commercials too. You have some mainstays, right? First person that comes to mind is Jake from State Farm, right?
Yep.
He's made such a name for himself. So this is something that can become not just a one-stop shop,
yeah.
but a career.
Yes, for sure. There are plenty of working actors, especially if you're doing advertising, because you always need commercials. They're always doing commercials. And then they pay a little better than film too, so.
Oh, hey, that's a good little tip there. If you know how, I always think of Joey Tribbiani from Friends and some of his auditions and some of the commercials he did. It's funny, but so you have to be able to have that confidence, as you mentioned, and just sell it.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what you look like or who you are.
Yeah.
As long as you're confident, there's some sort of work for you somewhere. They always need people. That's what they need. It's just people.
They need people because definitely AI hasn't figured out the hands.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
We need real hands.
Thankfully.
Yeah. So when is this happening?
This is happening on March 14th, Friday. I think we said 2 weeks from now, from 4 to 8 at the Toledo Tech Loft downtown.
And that's right downtown. Do people need to register for this ahead of time or anything?
I do have a registration link. It's not super important, but it lets me kind of see some photos of you beforehand. You can talk about any experience you've got, because your experience in like sports and even riding a bike is good for a resume, because they might ask you to do those things while you're doing a film or a commercial.
Something as simple as that, I can ride a bike.
Right.
Exactly. and even that's a credential that you can put down.
Oh, interesting. Very,
makes
very
sense.
cool. So there's a website?
Yes, we are nexgen-talent.com.
Okay, check that out
Yeah.
if you're interested. Sadie, thanks for being here today.
Yes, thank you guys.
Well, still to come on Toledo's Most Watched, Most Local 9 a.m. show.
Yeah, as if we didn't have enough food on this show, Amanda shows us how to make the delicious pre-Lenten treat, punchki.
Yeah, I'm up to my elbows in prune filling and powdered sugar. When Good Day returns, stay with us.